The Wagner Act by Matt Batchelder. The Wagner Act is also known as the National Labor Relations Act. The National Labor Relations Act was an act to protect the rights of employees and employers in cases that could harm the general welfare of the United States economy. Who was a part of the National Labor Relations Act and who did it affect? The main author of the act was Senator of New York Robert F. Wagner. It was signed into law by the President Franklin D. Roosevelt. The National Labor Relations Act mostly affected employees and their employers. It gave the employees rights to join unions, and it gave employers limitations on wage and interferences with unions. What really is the Wagner Act? The Wagner Act is one of the most important acts of the modern era which puts limitations on employers' interferences with work unions. An example of a work union is the teachers' union. This allowed more fairness in the workplace and helped rebuild the economy. Where did these events mostly occur? They mostly occurred in New York and Washington, D.C. Here's a quote describing the workplace at the time. Injustice was as common as streetcars. When men walked into their jobs, they left their dignity, their citizenship, and their humanity outside. That quote was by Walter Reuther, who lived in New York. When did this happen? The overall event of the Great Depression occurred in about 1930 to 1940. The National Labor Relations Act was put into play in 1935. It is believed that without this act, the economy would have taken longer to come around because this act promoted giving the middle class money, which drives America. Why does this matter to me? This matters to me because in 15 years when I'm working, I would like some rights that preserve me. I don't want to be working 9 hours a day and getting paid $4 an hour. I feel that without this act, America probably would not be as successful as it is today. My opinion. Overall, I feel without this act, we still probably would be bickering about rights and be unsuccessful. The key to any country's economy is not the 1%, but that other 99% that does the real work. How will this affect us in the future? I feel that if we continue on this path of giving equal work and rights, everything will be fine. We will continue to have a strong economy that will be able to take the hard times. If we don't, though, we will have problems with uneven amounts of money in the different classes. This means less spending in the middle class. Less spending in the middle class is thought to be the cause of the Great Depression. Here is my work cited. It is the same as the one we did in the last step because I used the same resources. Thank you.